This just in, the Winnipeg Jets are good and the Vancouver Canucks are not. Let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad you're here because again, tonight, we're the ones who are showing up, and the Vancouver Canucks are not. Oh, I got something on my out there. So why are we showing up and they're not? Now, granted, we're not on the ice. We're not playing all those difficult teams. I get it. I'm not an NHLer. They are. They've got the skill set. I don't. I'm just podcasting. I'm just YouTuber right now. But this has been what? This is absolutely bonkers, guys. The Vancouver Canucks lose tonight in Winnipeg 6-1. Not 3-0, not 2-0. All you people out there, like, you're so mad that the Canucks get a point. We lose in overtime. We're terrible. Well, how's it going getting 0? It's just so outrageous. It's comical. You know what I mean? It's like, what are we doing? 6-1. 6-1. Not 6-1. Like, that is a beatdown of beatdowns there. That's terrible. It just is what it is, everyone. And so here we are. We're showing up. Canucks are not. We know the Winnipeg Jets are good. Everyone in the league knows that. We know that. They know that. It is what it is. But here we are again and again. And again, we're going through this cycle. We beating great teams. We got to figure out ways to be able to even compete at this time with great teams. So we get shut out by Nashville. We get shut out by the Hurricanes. We shut out the Leafs, first time in our franchise's history that we've gone into Toronto and not only won, but won with a shutout. And then we go into Winnipeg and lay an egg. My goodness. You know, being a Canucks fan is fun sometimes. Sometimes it's fun. But it just seems like it's so short-lived. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. How do we pull this off? Like, how do we make it so much fun? Oh my goodness. Like, I've been a fan for like 40 years at least. And the amount of fun seasons. Last year was fun. This year, not so much. Oh my goodness. It's rough. It's a grind. It's a grind. And then imagine on top of that making content, being crazy enough to spend your time on this team making content. Like, am I a glutton for punishment or what? Hey guys, let's talk about this. And you know what? We talk about this all the time. When we lose like this, it's just like therapy. It's actually really good for us to come into this stream or maybe you go into other streams, fine. And just sit there, and it's like, we need to have a talk. Like, how you doing? Mental health check. You know what I mean? Like, how are you doing? It's been a rough day, right? If you watch that, how many of you turned that off? That's what I want to know. How many of you didn't even watch the full game? I was one of those people. Now, I would have watched the whole game, but it was 4-0. I got home a little bit later from work, had dinner with my family, turned the game on. I had a meeting tonight that I had to go to. I saw a message from Japan 4, and he was like, no. First of all, someone had messaged me that it was like, I think it was Marcus. Marcus messaged me like, this is rough or something like that. And then Japan 4 had messaged me, and he was like, 3 goals, a hat trick already. And I'm like, so if they've already scored, that means they've got a hat trick. So I watched the first period. Wow. Not only should it have been 3-0, everyone. It should have been 4-0. Adam Lowry had the breakaway on the penalty kill while we were on the power play. While we're supposed to be scoring, they had the best opportunity and almost scored on us. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, we're healthy, and Philip Hronik's back. Way earlier than he should have been, playing on Hughes' line. So we're good now, right? We're good now. I mean, and then we go and now here's a funny thing, okay? I predicted that our Canucks were going to lose 5-2, so I was barely off. I was close. I had the right number of goals, right? I just had the wrong number. Like, I was 1 goal off. If I would have said, oh, the Jets are going to get 6 goals, I would have said the Canucks are going to get 1. No, I was close. and Kyle Connor, I think that's how he spells his name. Maybe I got it wrong. Let me just see. He no, I have it wrong. Kyle Connor. It's the Connors on O. The O. He scores a natural, guys. A natural hat trick in the first period. I don't know. When's the last time you saw a player score a hat trick in 1 period? And then remember if it was the first period. I don't think in my time watching NHL hockey that I've ever seen anyone score a natural hat trick in the first period. And I would say, was it the second goal that was pretty weak? No. Maybe it was the 4th goal. 5th goal. It's just blurring. No, the 5th goal. Was the 5th goal Scheifele? Let's get in there. I got to find this out. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It was a slaughter. It was an absolute slaughter, everyone. Okay, which one was it? That was the weak one. Ponak? Oh, yeah, it's the Ponak one. Pointnak? I don't know. Neil. Slap shot? No, I don't think that was him. It's the backhander. Wasn't the backhand? No. Doesn't matter. Again, doesn't matter. A natural hat trick in the first period. And then, like, why do anything? Let's just let them score 6 straight goals. We're healthy. We're good. Okay. Here's the question I want you to answer. And answer it honestly. Like, because I'm still pretty optimistic about this team. I don't know why. I have no idea why I am. But do you think the Canucks will make the playoffs? Just post it in the comments, okay? Post it in the comments. do you think the Vancouver Canucks are going to make the playoffs? I thought we were going to lose tonight anyway, so it didn't really matter. It honestly did not really matter that we lost this game. I was expecting a loss. It's just that it sucks because it was a 6-1 beatdown. A 6-1 beatdown. So post in the comments right now, do you think the Vancouver Canucks will make the playoffs? I'm going to hit the promo, and then we're going to get into it. I have one positive thing to talk about the Vancouver Canucks with, and maybe you have more positive things than me, but you know me, I love making Canucks content as passionate, realistic, and honest, and I want to encourage you to follow me on my socials, Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube. Follow me on Kempner Canucks, right? I show up. I show up even when the Canucks don't, okay? I show up when even the Canucks don't. So make sure you follow me on that. Well, let's get to the promo, and then we'll get in on the other side. I got a couple things to mention. We'll get it into your comments. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right, I just want to read to you guys. This is friends of mine sending me messages, okay? This is literally sending me a message. Oh, this is the first one I got at 5:37 p.m., okay? My friend Thomas says, and this is in capital letters, done with these Canucks. We are just unlucky. And I just did like laughing. He said, with all this talent on the team, we just can't make it happen. And I said, you're 100% right about that. Then I'll talk. Here's one from my buddy, Trevor Caverly. Okay. Insane to go from a playoff team, hopeful to go on a run, to an absolute crap show. He used the poop emoji. Okay. With clown drama, with drama, you got the clown emoji. Canucks are cursed. My other buddy, Trevor Finstad, says, yeah, we suck. Shout out the Leafs and then this. And I'm like, Jets are good. We are not. Okay. Then let me just, this is my friend Sandra. Okay. She's a diehard Canucks fan. Love talking sports with her. She says, we really need to start praying something turns around for the Canucks. I'm starting to worry that last year was just an anomaly. And I said, amen, sister. The amount of comments I've gotten from friends has been unbelievable. Unbelievable. My friend Steve Preston says, are you watching the game? My response was, unfortunately. And then he says, they are just not at the Jets level. I'm like, facts. He says, Myers looked bad again. I said, it's just another day at the Myers office. He said, every D is -2 except Susie and Juleson. By the way, that's why I gave Juleson a good grade last week. I said, I predicted the Canucks would lose 5-2, and I laughed. And he said, I told my daughter 4-2 that they would lose. The comments alone are just worth it, right? Like, if I go to my DMs in Facebook, Marcus says, instead of saying go Canucks go, maybe we should be saying no Canucks no. And then I told him that I predicted the Canucks would lose 5-0. He says 5-0. Now I'd say 5-1 at the most. We turned it off and watching a little. Yeah, he's watching a different show. And then he asked the question, do you think Talkett is checking out? And I just think that, I'm not sure it's possible. Japan 4 said, holy crap, first hat trick in first period. And he goes, they ain't scoring one goal tonight. Totally outclassed tonight. So, like, people, we're upset. The fan base is upset, everyone. The fan base is upset. And you know me, I'm Mr. Optimistic, okay? I'm Mr. Optimistic. I made a post that did this. Our Canucks will make the playoffs, okay? We're going to make the playoffs. I'm still standing by that. I know that there's not even a leg to stand on right now, but this is the thing about us as a fan base. We literally go in this big thing. Like, listen, I just, with my Green Bay Packers, we beat every team that we needed to make the playoffs. We actually won 2 games more than last season. We didn't beat one elite team all year. Then we went into the playoffs, the wild card weekend, and just got smoked by the Eagles. They're an elite team. And maybe the Vancouver Canucks are the same thing. Like, we're good. We're good enough to make the playoffs, to be close to the playoffs, maybe. Maybe we can play with some of the weaker teams. But when it comes to the good ones, I mean the great ones, the ones that might even say elite teams, we can't do it. We can't do it. And that's the hard part. I mean, I do think that the Toronto Maple Leafs are a good team. But I don't know if they're a great team. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. I don't know. We made them look bad. That's why Steve Dangle is so mad. They lost to the Vancouver Canucks. And I'm not saying we're like Chicago bad, okay? But we're just not contenders at this stage, right? So, but Carolina's a really good team. They might be an elite team. Lost to them, right? We lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning. We beat Florida. That's positive, right? I just think, So I'm sitting here going, we're still going to make the playoffs. I'm still positive. We're still going to do it. And I knew that if we won against Toronto, even though we got shut out against Carolina, that we would be, people would say we're going to win the Stanley Cup. And so this meme is awesome. Whoever made this is incredible. Oh, Gronk. Oh, it's wrong. Oh, the Gronk thing there. Made this. Quinn Hughes, right? Not Gronk. It's Gronk. We're winning the Stanley Cup, baby. We beat the Toronto Maple Leafs. And then now we're back to, it's therapy time. Let's sit down and talk. Let's talk. There's 116 comments in here. Actually, more than that. 17 now. 108 people are in here watching this therapeutic video. Now let's talk about the positives. And there aren't many. Niels Höglander scores to make it 6-1. Now, good for you, Niels. It was a beautiful shot, gorgeous shot. Well done. But let's just say the rest of we got outshot 33-24. Let's just bring this. We might as well. The Band-Aid's ripped off. Let's do it, everyone. Let's do it. All right, let's get into this. We got outshot 20-10 in the second period. We outshot them in the third period. Hey, that's a good sign. Outshot 33-24. Got beat on the faceoffs significantly. They scored on the power play. We did not. We had more penalty minutes than them. We had 3 more hits. That's positive. They had 6 more block shots. They had 7 more giveaways. They had 1 more takeaway than us. And the good news is this is the first game out of the series of 3. So we get to play them on March 18th in Vancouver, and then we got to go back to Winnipeg on March 30th, right before the playoffs. Yikes. Okay, let's just do, who's going to do this? I will. Let's talk about Niels Höglander here. Hronek goes down, goes and steals the puck, gets the puck here, and then rifles it short side on Hellebuck. What a heck of a goal. By Niels Höglander. Really, that's the only good thing we can talk about. 6-1. All right, let's get into some comments, everyone. Oh, before we do that, I want to give a big shout out to Coach Rob Willie. Remember last stream? I think it was last stream, stream before that. No, stream before that. You guys had asked me what was my top 3 favorite candies. And during the stream, Coach Rob Willie says, Trev, you love dinosaurs. I'll find you. I found them on Amazon. It was a 1.82 kilogram bag. Okay. So here it is. I ordered it on the spot. I hit the buy now. Okay. I put it in a cookie jar with so many. Look at these babies. These things, if just smelling these things is fantastic. These, look at, now, this is good stuff. Okay. The yellow ones are obviously lemon. Okay. The green ones are lime. They're very good. The orange ones are my least favorite. They're still very good. Okay. They're very good, like an orange flavor. But these red ones, they're like the cherry kind. They're my absolute favorite. So I didn't know you could buy these. Oh, I just put this back in. I'll just put it here. I didn't know you could buy these on Amazon because I can't find them anywhere. So I want to give a big shout out to Coach Rob Willie. And that's what I'm going to be eating tonight. So we're going to start off. What I do is I start off with the worst one. I get the orange. And then I'll go to like a green, a yellow, and then I save the best for last. Best for last. Okay. Let's get into your comments. I didn't realize it was Rick Rippon night. I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Calvin, for letting us know about that. Rick Rippon, it was great to have him as a Canuck. Sad to see what he went through. Really sad. And all joking aside about mental health and watching the Canucks, it's a real thing, right? And a lot of men commit suicide. So make sure you talk to someone. Don't wait for them to come talk to you. But with your friends, maybe send them a text message tonight saying, hey, how are you doing? It's tough. It's tough. Life's tough sometimes. Also, Calvin, thanks so much for the 2 months membership. Great to have you here. If you want to be a member, just go on to YouTube and you can hit the button right here beside subscribe, hit the join or hit the community, or in the bottom right-hand corner, if you're on YouTube right now, if you're on your phone, there's a little money symbol. You can find out there's 2 different options, a RevTrev membership and a next level membership. One's $4.99, one's $14.99. I appreciate all my members, all those that support, whether you watch it. Also, if you're just watching, you're not a member, you can't afford that, that's fine. Hit the like button. Costs you nothing. Help support the channel. Subscribe if you haven't been there yet. Okay, let's go back to the comments. Stuart's here, and he thinks we're going to win tonight. Well, we're not going to win tonight, Stuart. That's just in. Callum's all excited. This is at 4:50. By the way, that's the thing about when I set up the stream early. You can actually post comments early as well if you go to the link. This is at 6:22. Okay, Daniel. This team are sadists. Why else would they torture us with efforts like Saturday, only to play an absolute unholy abomination of a game this next night? They're doing it on purpose. They hate us. Galactic is like, it's now 4-0. Yikes. Stuart at 6:48 is like, it's now 5-0. Now what should we do? New coach, big trade. I mean, it might help us trade. And Popeye says just to trade, let's just trade them all. Trade them all. David W. says, this Canucks team already a playoff spot going into their Tuesday Pacific time game versus the Jets are about to be blown out. Already behind 6. They are being blown out. Approaching halfway point. 6-0 at the halfway point in the third period. What a contrast to how the Sens shut the Isles down with young Levy, I think is his name, having stopped all 24 shots. Yeah. And then, yeah, it was an absolute disaster of a game, but no longer a shutout because unassisted goal goes to Höglander. And this game for the Canucks has been an absolute disaster. You're right. I don't think the question for the Canucks on making trades is whether there should be ones, but whether to go for a long playoff run or at least to retool. Wow. Novorius says, man, that was terrible. Personalized. What a great game. Definitely a game the Canucks should have expected to lose, and to boot, it is a lesson as to what to expect from Winnipeg if they meet again or other teams just as good. Yep, it's a teaching moment. It's a teaching moment for sure. Stewart's like, it's game's over. Yeah, I mean, Locked On Canucks, I haven't watched this one yet, but they definitely should have ripped into how much of a disaster Canucks are this tonight. Dell says this is a reality check. Dreamer says it was tough or it was rough, but can't win them all. Can't win them all. We'll get them next time. Yay, team. Plan the parade. Have a great stream. Good night. Okay. Now, I mean, how many people turned it off, right? I was thankful I had a meeting. Well, Blaze Friend, that was a major defeat again. Jeff Patterson's now shredding the team. This was a gross defeat, David says. Jeevan's in the building, says, what a pathetic effort. I'm noticing a theme with everyone here, everyone. 1-6, 6-1, you mean? Bad effort. Make major trades. Team and has been very inconsistent. No timeout called again. I mean, I think it was landslide after the first period. When would you want him to call a timeout tonight? The other games I understand. This one maybe not so much. I mean, after the third goal, maybe the hat trick. So we have lots of time left. JT Miller had another horrible game. Can we just say that everyone did? Bad on the defensive side of this game. I've been saying it from start. He's playing lazy. 13 minutes of game against Toronto, and his game 11 minutes today. Is that what he played? Miller had 14 and a half minutes. So I'm not really sure. Hughes looked ticked at the effort in his post game. I mean, you should be. He should be. Someone should be upset. Oh, and just wait a minute. Just before you say anything, Captain Quinn, don't be mean. Yeah, don't be mean. Don't say anything that'll rock the boat, because then you're going to be labeled as toxic and a cancer in the room. Like, I think the captain and the core players should speak up and say, "Hey, guys, we all know this isn't acceptable. We've got to do something. This is unbelievable. We got to take it one shift at a time. Players' positions, player spots, play smart hockey, fight in the corners to get that puck." I don't know what you're going to say, but you got to say something. You can't just sit there and go, "Yeah. Hey, guys, we're just going to party in Winnipeg after." Hey, does anyone have dinner reservations? I'm going to call my mom. I don't know. Got to call my wife and kids before they go to bed. No. It's like, hey, what the heck is going on? We got to be better. We got to come together. No, don't say anything, Captain Quinn. And everyone will start saying that you're toxic and you're a cancer, just like they say of any player that speaks up. You're here for the therapy, Elfrin? Good. I'm glad. This is therapy night. I should put on some music. I can put music in the background. Right? What's this one? Yeah, this is good. This is therapy right here. Oh, this team can never build on a solid game. It's one win. It's win one, lose the next three. True. On top of that, his playing on the second power play unit now. Who's that? This team sucks. let's just, you know, let's just stop beating around the bush. This team sucks. Plan the parade, more like plan to miss the playoffs. Okay. What are your thoughts on Coach Tockett's coaching so far? You can find that out if you go to my video yesterday. I did a mid-season report card, and look what I gave Rick Tocchet. A C. I think he's had some okay moments, but he has not been the same coach as before. Check that video out, by the way. That was a really good one last night. Did that one last night. So, crazy. Absolute crazy. JT Miller is purposely not playing to his potential, knowing he's more likely to be traded as his GM LV. Yeah, maybe. Mike's here says we got spanked. Pretender status is real. I'll eat a lemon sour dinosaur for that. Big fat 0 for everyone but Hogs. There's no fixing this with our $2 million cap space, right? You should be mad. Everyone in the locker room should be mad. Better than the 6-0 versus the Devils. Hopefully you don't sign any more wingers in the offseason. We need defensemen. I'm with you. Hey, Coach Rob, I was just talking about you. Evening, Kempner. No, Canucks, no. Oh, you're answering the question. We're not going to make the playoffs. Right, I get it. Roberto says, stinker performance. Their answer in the locker room has something to change. As well, finally, Hogs scores, but our bottom 6 is bone dry. Heinen, Suter, Bluger, Di Giuseppe need time for change. Luckily, they didn't lose in Vancouver with that score. Oh man, imagine paying good money to go watch that game. Yeah, dude, I'm preaching tonight. Positively. How many hits did Sherwood get tonight? That's a good question. He had 10. Man, he's amazing. Good job, Callum. Bringing out the good stuff. Okay, Miller won't even bring in much. Best case is 1 for 1. Winnipeg fans were upset. They let one in. My dad was so ticked at Myers, calling him a useless pylon all game. Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, right? To have such drastic swings, screams, harsh, locker room, bad energy, this team reeks of it. Ron's like, we need to trade the whole team except Hughes and Lankinen and Sherwood. Can we add that? I stopped watching at the 8-minute left in the third period. Man, Alfred, you're a trooper. You're like me. I would watch the whole thing, right? Blazer fans like me. I'll watch the whole game, but I stared at my phone a lot. Nick says the Canucks are bipolar. David turned it off. The Jets are my number 2 team, so I can't be that upset, but I expect a better effort. Leckerback, he got leveled, and there was no bite. No, Canucks should not be part of your intro. This is so bad. It's like going into a round room and trying to find a corner. When the Jets scored their 5th goal, I got up and started making dinner. Tocchet is auditioning for his next TV gig. He wasn't even remotely upset about the brown stain our club left on the Winnipeg ice. Wow. You got to start looking at Tocchet. He's obviously failing. That's what Doug says. Let's just bring up Abby and send the Canucks down to Abby. Never turn off the TV if it's 8-0. Always love watching my beloved Canucks. Good for you, Robert. I love that. I like that. We are going to catch fire soon, just like St. Louis and LA won the Cups when they were both out of the playoffs. Hey, anything can happen, right? What took you so long? I stopped watching after the hat trick. I just got it. Sorry. I think I spit something out of my mouth there. Must have been one of those yellow pieces. What happened, RevTrev? We got smoked, Shannon. We got smoked. The good news is we got 153 people in here tonight. I appreciate all you people here because you know what? We showed up together. We're here for therapy. We should just use this year to work in guys like Krell, EP25, and Wielander. Krill, not Krell. Krill and Wielander. We're going to need them next year. We are. After the WHL trade deadline, my Blazers are on a 2-game winning streak, beating Prince George, the top team, 6-3. That's cool. And then, I think that RevTrev was too into his candy that he ordered. Oh, yeah, this is good stuff. Shannon, this is good stuff. They're so delicious. Honestly. Here you go. Trisaddle scored. Natural hat trick. You thought Brock did it in the first period? I don't remember that. I was really watching men play boys. Embarrassing. Brock wasn't natural. One of his goals playoffs was on the power play, and another with a man advantage. That doesn't count. Sean Monahan was the last one. Yeah, but yeah, I saw Besser got a natural hat trick in the first one. In the first once. There you go. 10 hits is insane. Over yonder, how are you? Is that enough to get Alvin and Rutherford off their duffs and shore up their D like they should have done last summer? You'd think so. We can't win when JT is playing 11 minutes. He played 14. Am I reading this wrong? He played 14 minutes. 14 and a half minutes, everyone. Pedersen played 18 minutes. No, we're not going to make the playoffs. We're not going to make the playoffs, everyone's saying. I don't think we're... Barely, yes. See, I'm with you. Yes, they're going to make the playoffs. Blaze round, we're not. Angelo, not. And even if we do exit first round, okay. If they keep playing like this, please don't make the playoffs. Yes, they're going to make the playoffs. Yes, Steve saying that as well. Stuart, barely. That's a yes. I guess we got to pull the Tolo Pilo pin soon. Rutherford told Tocchet to leave Lanky in too long to lower his market value before giving his camp an extension offer. And that might be. I don't think we'll make the playoffs. If we do, we sure aren't making it out of the first round. Calgary and Utah are both better teams than us this year. David W. says, at best, we're going to be a 50-50 chance. Calgary is hot right now. We're going to be further behind. Way too inconsistent for playoff hockey. Okay. Canucks will make the playoffs. Personally, I'm shocked. More than likely in the 7th or 8th position of the Western Conference is proving weak, and so is the division. How many times did you see Jet Force behind RD waiting for breakaway passes? Our bottom 40 are the worst I've ever seen, watching Nucks now for 45 years. Wow, that's a statement and a half. Strong no, probably not. Probably no, coach. Would not hold it against them either. Even if they make the playoffs, they'll be swept by Vegas. That's a good point. Top 4D cost $6 million range. We have $2 million in cap space unless we're using first rounders to ditch all the bad contract. That's not happening. Last player in the first period to score a natural hat trick was Tage Thompson in 2022-2023. Thank you so much. Canucks Uncensored. You're going to have a fun one with this game tonight, aren't you? Happy for Höglander to get the monkey off his back, but obviously not a fan of the loss and the lineup decisions. Lecker-Mackey on the fourth line. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You're right. Our top guys taking turns to do well still make the playoffs. I love it. Shannon, I'm going to think positive about the Canucks, and they will make the playoffs. I love it. Trev, I know you watch Miller with rose-colored glasses on, but you have to admit his play tonight was god-awful. I did think that he did not play good tonight. Doug, listen to me. Passionate, realistic, honest. Sometimes when I talk like that, people don't like it. People don't like it. So I tell you what I honestly think about JT Miller, but tonight he was not good. He struggled last few games, but he also had that 4-point night, and everyone forgets to talk about that in Montreal. So you can call me rose-colored glasses on all you want, and that's fine. But guys, think about this. Last game, Elias Pettersson had 1 assist. And the way people talked about him was, wow, he's so amazing because he's so great defensively. Look at him getting in front of these blocked shots, coming back. I know, that's what you're supposed to do. But they were acting like he's like Kucherov or McDavid or Matthews or McKinnon. He's not. He's been terrible this year. So if you're going to say, hey, I've got rose-colored glasses on with Miller, can we not say that this fan base has a love affair with Pettersson and the guy can almost do no wrong? It is what it is. It is what it is. Some nights they have bad nights. And for Pettersson, he almost had a bad year, calendar year. That's how bad he was. But yeah, JT Miller's having a bad year. He's having a bad year. He's still having more points per game than Pettersson is. Just saying. We're going to take a step back, especially after we didn't add defense. Sometimes you have to take a step back before you leap. Yep. I'm going to scroll down here. Doug thinks that talking is so checked out. Your friends sound pretty smart. Yeah, absolutely. And they're frustrated too. Höglander now has 9 goals in 17 games against the Jets, most by any current Canuck. That's interesting. So Vegas Golden Knights had a natural hat trick too. So he is the last player before Kyle Connor to do so. But that's in the second and third period. Last player in the first period was Tage Thompson. Yeah, Daniel, it feels like we took 6 or 7 steps back. That just happened. Miller's mentally checked out. That's very possible. Have to move him ASAP. You can't move him, guys. He's got a no movement clause. He controls his own destiny. If he says, yeah, I want to go, then that's good. You can't trade him unless he wants to. Yeah, I think we're still going to make the playoffs. We're just in a bad spot. Yeah, a team looks broken for sure. We are so far from a cup contender. I agree with that, Doug. Sorry to be better. I mean, everyone sees it. Höglander broke his 38-game goalless streak. Oh, yeah, that's super creepy. Change the jersey to Devils. I believe Hughes will be hosting the cup. It's his smile. Okay. At least Calgary lost tonight, so that's something. That's a good point. Great point. If the Canucks are going to lose Hughes, we better do it during the Landon Dupont draft year. Okay. Winnipeg has manhandled us for years now. They manhandled Colorado last year during the regular season, and then they got smoked by the Avs in the playoffs. Okay, that's a good point. Landon, you're looking at that? Here's the headline in the morning newspaper: Kyle Connor backhands Lankinen. Man, Winnipeg is impressive. Lots for the Canucks to learn from them. I have tickets to the Jets game in Vancouver. Oh boy. I mean, go there to watch the Jets, I guess. There's a lot of manhandling going on. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Relax. Hey, Trev, I missed the game today. Thought based on the score, I'm guessing I didn't miss much. You did not, Philip. And thanks so much for the follow on the RevTrev NFL, my channel, my NFL channel. Thanks so much. If you guys are into NFL content, please follow me there. Steve's like, I didn't even watch the third period. I am not doing gummies, dude. These are dinosaurs. They're the best candies, arguably best candies in the world. And our red ones are the best. Tyler thinks his season is over. Yes. Yeah. I don't mind you saying that he's playing lazy. Well, his numbers are saying he's playing really bad. Yeah. That's why I gave him and Pedersen C pluses. I should have gave them C's, maybe C minuses. I know they have 40 games left. I don't know how many regular season blowout losses in 2021, 2022 Habs had, but there were no doubt quite a few of them. Canucks hit the Jets 30-29. That's not what I have on mine. It says 29-26. Let me just refresh this. No, it's 29-26. Following the 2010-11 NHL season, Rippon signed to the Winnipeg Jets, but died before joining his new team. His death was ruled a suicide. He had 2 personal leaves of absence from the Canucks. Yeah, it was a rough go. That's sad. The positives, we didn't have to watch them blow a 3-goal lead in the last 5 minutes. Hey, there you go. Staying positive. Rutherford confirmed JT Miller has told the team he is not going to hurt himself or sacrifice himself for the team if they plan on getting rid of him. So the team has cut his ice time, saying goodbye. Please send me the link to that interview. I'd love to see that. I have never not read that. Yeah, at least I didn't get shut out. Andy, good to see you. Great work here. Love to see live streams of people I know. Yeah, it's good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. I've never seen such petty drama on a team. This is embarrassing for the organization. Great game, right? From Winnipeg's perspective. Yeah, exactly. What are your sources, brother? Was watching basketball after for nothing. Yes, timeout should have been called after the hat trick. After a third timeout. After third, I thought timeout, but of course, Tocchet didn't. You're welcome, Calvin, for the good therapy session. No need to call a timeout. After the third goal, they got a free one because they had to clear the hats off the ice. Troy Stevens, go Jets, go. You guys were great tonight. You're better than us, way better than us. Yeah, it's amazing that we scratch a $2 million player over and over again. That's craziness. I played on hockey teams with JT Miller type attitudes. They are so toxic for the dressing room. You have to teach us how to laugh this much. I mean, it's just so bad we laugh, right? Feeling better already? Good. JT Miller equals Blake Wheeler's grumpier brother. Seriously, Canucks need to lock JT Miller and Pedersen in an airplane washroom, mile high. Oh my gosh. No thanks. No thanks. Is it Tocchet announced today that some other Canuck main star was ticked at how Miller treated Petey? So, I mean, that was Richardson that talked about that. Dave, the Canucks are coming over for beers and pizza, but we're rocking out the tunes tonight. Plan the parade, everyone. We are pretenders. Hoglander was the only Canuck who wasn't a minus. That's wild. Rome is here. Yeah, it's going to tick off Talkit. Just scrolling down here, guys. Shannon says, I always have my TV and watch the whole game as I support the Canucks win or lose. That's awesome. Yeah, Lankinen was due to play a stinker. Can be a brick wall every game. Can't be a brick wall every game. Hey, Trev, what's your opinion? As well as, do you think the Canucks problem? How do you think we should fix this situation? Well, I think the biggest problem is who we brought in for defense. I know it wasn't our first choice. We tried to get Zadorov, and then after that, we were scrambling, in my opinion. Desharnais, Forbert have not been fitting the bill. I think that's our biggest problem at the moment, is that we are relying too much on Soucy and Myers. Maybe bringing Myers back was a bad idea. I don't know why we didn't go and get Dillon. I guess he got a lot more money than they were hoping to do. Brendan Dillon. But I think injuries are honestly the biggest thing that slowed us down this year. No team in the NHL has been injured. Their star players more than we have. And that's just a fact. So how do we fix it? I don't think it's fixing it by trading Miller and Pettersson. I think they're going to trade Besser. That's what I think they're going to do. And we're going to somehow get a defenseman that way. And then in the offseason, we're going to have to try to find some kind of forward. Like DeBrusk is making 5.5. If Brock Besser wants 8, I just think you can find another Jake DeBrusk, and he's going to have the same consistency as Brock and still he might not score as many goals, but he'll produce points, and if you can get someone a little faster. Yeah. You're gonna have to order the candies. They're good. You gotta be careful because they're so good that you can end up eating a lot and sitting. You have to have self-control, Shannon. Glad you like the candies. Just order some for myself, but we won't let Shannon know I have some coming. Too late. She's coming over to eat them. Yeah, at least Calgary lost. Okay, Simon, I just wanted you to know about what you think about the Four Nations Cup. Yeah, I'm excited about it. What do you think about the other teams? What's your predictions? I don't know. The States look the best, but I actually think Canada could look pretty good considering. I think they can hide their goaltending issues because their defense and their forwards are so good. So I think Canada, everyone's counting them out, but I think they're going to turn it around. I don't know. It's only 4 teams, right? So too bad the Russians weren't in it. I really wish they were in it, but I understand why they're not. We will make the playoffs. Okay, Canucks are going to turn it around in the second half of the season. I love it. Maybe battle love. Lots of shame wearing that jersey lately, right? This team needs fixing the way it's going right now. Either team won't make the playoffs. Okay, won't get out of the first round. They won't make the playoffs, or they're getting ousted in the first round. Praying for a huge turnaround, the Canucks. The only silver lining, Beer Baron says, is it was the Jets. They're the best team in the league. All right, everyone. I need to call it a night, but there's a couple of things. Jinxed the whole game by not shooting the puck in the first period. Lankinen screwed up at the back of the net. On a different note, do y'all want Stanley for free? Dude single-handedly caused the Van goal. I don't understand what that means. Cole and Zadorov should have been re-signed, and Myers should have gotten $700K for 1 year. Jason, good to see you. PD has 0 shots on net in the last 3 games. No one's talking about that, Jason. Everyone wants to talk about JT Miller. No one wants to talk about Pettersson. All right, everyone. I should probably shut this down. Thank you so much for coming tonight. That was therapy session. Great to have you. I won't be doing the games this weekend because I'm at a basketball tournament this weekend. So I'll do Thursday night's game, and I won't do Saturdays against the Oilers because I'm literally coming home on the ferry. We're on the mainland doing basketball, and I'm the coach. So I'll be here Thursday night. Come join me. I hope it's not therapy session. I hope we're winning the Stanley Cup. And thanks for coming out and being here and cheering this team on, win or lose. Appreciate each one of you. And of course, always go Canucks, go.
What?